When you sleep at night, what do you fancy about? One thing for sure and two things for certain, Ryan Garcia fancies about sticking a needle inside of him. No diddy. Who could have possibly imagined Rolly, who is one of the worst skillful fighters in the sport of boxing today, could beat Ryan and take away his best punch, his left hook, completely take it away, where Rolly barely got hit with anything, especially the left hook. So you mean to tell me Rolly can take away Ryan Garcia left hook, but Devin Haney couldn't? Man, all strain is one hell of a drug. The power, the accuracy, the timing, and even the speed, along with the confidence, were non-existent in Ryan Garcia last night against Rolly because PEDs was not in his system. Ryan is a completely different fighter without PEDs. Now, there was one man, one fighter, the best fighter in the world, the undisputed pound-for-pound #1 king, Terence Crawford. He actually predicted that Rolly was going to beat Ryan. If I heard Crawford say that before the fight, I would have thought he's crazy. But he saw something. Since he was there live, he saw Ryan's body. He noticed, like we noticed, obviously, he looked way different. He's not as big. He's nothing like the PED Ryan. And he also saw Rolly being in shape. Now, Crawford gave his reaction to Ryan losing to Rolly, where he said, quote, before the fight, Crawford said, Rolly looks strong. During the fight, wow, I told y'all Rolly looks strong. Rolly winning this fight. I told Shakur Stevenson before the fight that Rolly was going to win. End of the quote. Well, Bud should have had put some money on it. He would have had won a lot of money. But we all know gambling should also be known for how to lose your money one-on-one. I think it's already known for that. With that being said, the realest one who came out with his reaction is really Lou DiBella because he didn't sugarcoat it. He said, quote, here is the lesson from tonight's main event. PEDs matter. Big time. End of the quote. And that's facts. As we speak, though, the fighter who got cheated by Ryan, Devin Haney, he dominated Romero, right? However, he's getting more criticism. The clean athlete, Devin Haney, is getting more criticism in winning by dominating fashion than the cheater Ryan Garcia did in losing in a dominating fashion and getting dropped. You can't say Devin Haney fight was boring because the Rolly versus Ryan fight was as equally boring, if not even more boring. If you thought Devin versus Ramirez was boring, then Ryan and Rolly, the fight should be as equally, if not more boring to you. If you are being truthful, we all know what time it is. Ryan got the complexion for the connection to get the ultimate protection. The race fans and the media race fans, old media that is, they all on social media criticizing Devin Haney more than Ryan Garcia. Can you believe that? And when they talk about Ryan, do you think they talk about PEDs? And pointing out the fact that Ryan doesn't look the same without PEDs in his system, to the point where he got out-skilled by the worst skillful fighter in boxing and Rolly, where he couldn't land his left hook? Do you think they are pointing that out? Absolutely not. Most of old media and the race fans are blaming it on silly stuff like, oh, there was no fans in the arena, Ryan wasn't motivated, and silly stuff like that I don't even want to finish repeating. I'm telling you right now, anyone that defends Ryan in any sort of fashion or form is a pound-for-pound race fan. Furthermore, Crawford better pray that Canelo wins the fight tonight or today. Because I don't know what Turkey be thinking when he's planning these mega fights and having tune-ups like this. I told you guys when Wilder fought Joseph Parker that was a really tough fight for Wilder, to the point where he's going to be the underdog in that case. You cannot give a tune-up to a mega fight that's harder than the mega fight, risk-wise. Just like when Ryan, Devin, and Teofimo Lopez were sharing the same card, and it was announced that they were going to be facing tough opposition. Devin against Ramirez, Ryan originally against Pitbull Cruz, and Teofimo against, I believe at that time, it was Richardson Hitchens, and then it changed to Barboza. I said back then, I wouldn't be surprised if we see an upset because they are match tough. Imagine if Ryan fought Pitbull without PEDs. He would have got smoked. Most likely Pitbull would have had made Ryan quit, just like Tank did. So hopefully this is a lesson learned. I saw Turkey last night. He was pissed, mad, and everything watching Ryan versus Rolly because Ryan was losing, and that ruined the mega fight between him and Devin Haney. Devin Haney, on the other hand, he dropped the lawsuit for nothing. I wouldn't have dropped the lawsuit to take a tune-up. Hell no. Because there's a possibility my opponent will lose, just like Ryan did, or that I can lose, even though Devin Haney didn't lose. That's why Devin Haney was also playing it safe. We really couldn't see if Devin Haney is still the same because Devin Haney was playing it extra safe to secure the Ryan rematch. With that being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.